The United Kingdom after Brexit. What a mess. Boris Johnson, on the 22nd of August, met with German Chancellor Angela Merkel to demand change to Theresa May's Brexit deal, especially the Irish backstop. To be fair to him, he did look like he got some concessions. He was given 30 days to come up with another deal that didn't involve the traditional backstop. Although he travelled to Paris the next day to meet the French president, who said there would be no change to the agreement. What a great day. So let's assume on the 31st of October, the United Kingdom leaves the European Union without a deal. What happens next? We haven't got a clue. But we need to understand why British voters want this in the first place. Why do they want to leave? So let's look back at the history. The British Empire ended when we handed back Hong Kong to China on the 30th of June 1997. This marked an end of 300 years of empire. At its height, it covered 25% of the world's surface and a quarter of its total population. We brought ideas such as liberalism, the capitalist economic system, and the Industrial Revolution to this world. Our legacy was engraved into the former empire countries. There was also a legacy engraved into the British mindset. The public psyche is that Britain gave up its empire after the Second World War to promote and protect democracy and our capitalist economic model against Nazi fascism. Today, the empire is gone. Britain's role in the world has shrunk. But there's something in our psyche that we think Britain plays a significant role in global affairs. Whether that's Theresa May, Nigel Farage, or Boris Johnson playing hardball with the European Union, or Britain still believing it will secure a favourable trade deal with the United States under Donald Trump, because it won't. This belief that Britain is still a global power was tapped into by the Leave campaign during the referendum. They promised that on the day of leaving, Britain would be free from the grips of European regulation and the European Court of Justice. What countries would be lining up to sign trade deals with us? China, India, or the United States? They have bigger markets to worry about. They also advocated that would build on the former empire, the Commonwealth. But the Commonwealth is a tiny market in comparison, especially in Africa where they have no real spending power. Britain has lost the empire, but it hasn't figured out what it's going to do with its foreign policy, whether it's attached to America or the European Union. But it can't go alone. We haven't got the clout, we haven't got the economy, we haven't got the military anymore. They promised to reinvent the UK, bring back shipbuilding and coal mines to the north of England. But this is old thinking, we need new technologies. Now England thinks its future is outside the Union, the European Union. Scotland and Northern Ireland believe their future lies with the European Union. Wales, there's no clear-cut solution. A poll done in June 2018 by the Telegraph concluded that a majority of Scots would back an independent Scotland in the European Union. It's nails being put into the coffin of the Union. So in conclusion, the United Kingdom under the leadership of Boris Johnson is facing its biggest crisis since its founding in 1801. The rebel leadership under the direction of the SNP and the Labour Party are tearing up the country apart. If there is a general election, that is, and if they win. Once Parliament has taken control of the agenda, which it has, it's still debatable whether it will take part in the referendum or the negotiations with Europe, but there will be a general election in which the Conservatives will lose to remain alliance with the SNP, the Liberal Democrats, and Labour. That means Labour in power backed by the SNP, in which the SNP will demand another vote, which Labour will grant because they want power. In that referendum, the Scots will vote to leave the Union because they believe they can have a place in the European Union. people have to choose between stability once again in the European Union or another couple of years of absolute chaos and where we don't have a clue on where we're going anymore.